Hello and welcome to another episode of the MTG Arena Run. As promised, I made up enough gems, so we're going to be doing Sealed Core 2019. Now, most people say that Sealed is even more luck based, but actually a lot of fundamentals change when we go into Sealed. So I'll talk you through as we make our purchase. Unfortunately, they open everything at once, so the last time I guess no guarantee we're going into black, but this looks interesting. So the mistake I made in the last time I did it was I skipped over everything. So let's go over all the colors one by one. Let's start with white. So okay, let's take a look in terms of creatures what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least we have one of the best creatures. 5, 6, 7. So this is a bit creature light. We have two combat tricks at least, so, and one removal. Kind of fair. We have some things to splash it with, but not exactly what I'm looking for, because Novice Knight, not great. The others are okay. Aether Shield Artificer only for play. Well, we do have a way to play blue, but that's the next thing we're going to take a look at. So we'll start with that. Next up, blue. So lots of Essence Scatters. Counter spells go up in value here, so this is not so bad. So let's go over our creatures. It got Skilled Animate. Actually, this is not so bad. We got 2 Disperses and Essence Scatters. So Skilled Animator, Scholar of Stars, Snapping Drake, Salvager of Secrets. Good way to get all these back. And a pair of Frilled Sea Serpents. So not so many creatures, but blue is decent as a side color of sorts. You definitely don't want to use this as our main color. We have, at least with the Disperses, but Essence Scatter, actually not too bad. I might consider cutting out my one color and going into this color if I have to. That's the nice thing also about competitive Sealed. It's best of 3. Is it best of 3? I think... No, it might be best of 1. That might be a problem. Anyway, so... Black. This one is the one with the rare. So, let's see. Graveyard Marshal, Phylactery Lich. This one, honestly, we're probably not going to play this guy. So, Fell Spectre. Not too bad. Infectious Horror. That one's bad. 2 Skeleton Archers. Actually quite okay. 2-Headed Zombie and Epicure of Blood, so... And also 2 Foul Orchard, so we might be able to splash that way. Another thing to consider here is that we are probably more likely to go into a 3-colored deck. M19 having these tap lands makes it easier, makes it more likely. That said, we have a decent creature base here. Well, 10 creatures at least. Okay, let's be honest. 9... Let's be honest, more like 8. But not too bad. And depending on our other color, we have options. Red. Okay, we got 3 Goblin Instigators, which combos with our Goblin Trashmaster. Not too keen on that. We got 2 Trumpet Blasts. We got Hostile Minotaur, a Goblin Motivator. We got 1 Removal, 1 Dragon. Sarkhan's Unsealing, so it... When you cast a creature spell, so it triggers off these 2. I might play this with blue because it triggers off of those as well. We have the Frilled Sea Serpents and whatnot. Got a Fire Elemental, so quite reasonable. So we got this one, and but we only have 1 Shock. Trumpet Blast is nice though. And the deck is Signal, and based on the tap lands, it wants us to go into red blue or red green. There are no sacrifice outlets here, so not. Oh wait, we do have 1 sacrifice outlet. Something to think about. Let's take a look at our green. Now this one we want to have the most creatures here, but they're quite expensive. Actually, no, this is not so great. Okay, got a Rex Sage too, but we barely have any creatures. They're all at the top end. No removal. no real payoff with this one, so green is out. So we at least eliminated one color easily. I want to play with red because I want to play with red at least with this package here. Shame I'm not going to get into green with this one, but I don't have to. So it's a question, do I want to go with red black? Because at least we have a sacrifice outlet. We have a reason to sack these instigators. We also got Doom Dissenters to sack as well. Graveyard Marshal to take advantage of it. It's reasonable, but what's our blue package? If we swap to blue, we get a ton of Essence Scatters, ton of Disperses, 2 Frilled Sea Serpents, 2 Salvager of Secrets to buy back some of our spells, an Enigma Drake, and maybe a Lava Axe. That's about all we're getting. We probably should play the Snapping Drake too while we're at it. So Lava Axe gotta go. So if we do red-blue, this is what we got. And mana base is close to even. 14 creatures, 9 non-creatures. This is probably going to be my plan B. If the black does not pan out, I'm going to swap to this one. So let's take a look at the... Okay, I've been ignoring white-black. Only because we get a collection. We get a mishmash collection. We don't have any solid stuff here. I guess Pegasus Courser is quite solid. Cavalry Drill Map. We could play this one as an early game. But this is it. We've got nothing else. Oh yeah, artifacts. Manolith, Field Creeper. Okay, nothing to write home about. These are our multicolored cards. We only got 2 Fall Orchards, a Reliquary Tower that we don't really need. That's about it. Okay, let's can that. So white, I'm not too impressed with white at all. I would much rather have blue than white, but I would much rather have black than blue. No. Okay, so Phylactery Lich, Skeleton Archer. So we got enough creatures. Open the Graves is a nice combo too. Brawl Bash Ogre. So 15 creatures. We could use some non-creature spells. I guess the Duress will work. Epicure of Blood's not gonna help us here, but the 2-headed zombie will. I might actually play Macabre Waltz because we are gonna get a lot of creatures down. It's a good way to get things back. We're not necessarily spending everything on Graveyard Marshal. Before that, would I rather have Macabre Waltz or Onaki Ogre? We're at 16 creatures right now. 17 is not too bad. Sarkhan's Unsealing only triggers off 4, 5s, and 6s. We got a good number of 4s at least. Actually, we got way too many 4s. In fact, we got so many. I guess I will play the Manolith. I might play the Manolith, cut down the Trumpet Blast. Let's play a Field Creeper at the least. There, let's put a little less pressure on our creature base. So yeah, I guess this is how I do it. Let's change. Oh, no, I want that card. Sorry. So what would be my? So it's really just Rakdos is the name of the Black Red Guild. Well, we're not exactly sacrificing them. We're just more like throwing them all under the bus. It's worth a shot, I guess. So this is our build. And let's double check. Yeah, 7 wins. So these are all best of ones. I guess I'm happy enough running this one. So let's give this one a shot. Spent a lot more time talking about the deck, but you kind of have to. That's basically the idea of sealed. Now, it's only because I had enough playables. Okay, I might be pushing a little bit, but would I been willing to risk a 3-color mana base? Answer is no. Let's take a look at our possible payoffs. If we added white, we barely get anything. The only life gain is really from the Daybreak Chaplain, so we're not gonna get much use out of Epicure of Blood or the Regal Bloodlord. If we played blue, is probably the one I would splash more, but our only real payoff would be Enigma Drake. It's okay, but it's just one card. If I had the Gutter Snipe like in one of the earlier drafts, I would be game with that. So I'm definitely going first here. 4 mana is more preferable, but at least having 3 mana openers is not too bad. Because our magic number here is 4 for this reason. So pass the turn because our opponent does nothing. Okay, so we got our mana, so that's the good news. So I can do Unsealing into 2-headed zombie. It's a bit slow, but if our opponent is okay, green blue, yeah, I guess we could do it. And we can buy ourselves a little time by shocking the sucker. That's me getting revenge on my loss in the last game. So let's hope this was not something better. That actually not too bad. I'm willing to trade. Let's see if he trades. No trade. So we play the Sarkhan's Unsealing now. We got at least 2 bullets right now. I could use some more creatures. Well, these are creatures at least. So I got some bullets to go with this. Let's hope our opponent doesn't have an Oaken form that would kind of make this... Well, we could always aim at face. That's the good news. Opponent's probably opponent's considering something. He hasn't... Okay, 4 mana. Let's see what he's got. Is he gonna try to remove it? It's probably a good call, actually. If you... At the very least, it changes it into a trading game, so... I was about to say trading card game, but... that's not quite what it means. Skyrider Patrol. Okay, so he's gonna go with the creature plan. So we're gonna start trading. So let's start with the 2-headed zombie with menace. Let's start nuking his guy. So we got an additional bullet thanks to Brawl Bash Ogre. And our opponent has to hold back more creatures if he wants to block the 2-headed zombie. So I am actually willing to play the Brawl Bash first. It's more menace. Oh, it's with power, not casting cost, so these guys don't trigger it. That's okay. Okay, so I kind of misread that. This changes everything. I don't have that many bullets. Probably should put the counter. So it took me like 2 minutes to realize I misread that wrong. So power. Thank goodness this one hit. It would have been embarrassing if I played any of the other guys. So I want 1 more mana to at least get Instigator into Trash Master. I am willing to take 6 damage off the bat here. Question what our opponent has. Mirror Image, copying Tornhide Wolves. He's attacking with both. Okay, let's take the 6. Because he can't... Okay, he's got Green with Sentinel. He can block. So at least take a look what he's got. So he's got more creatures. He's also So he's also... This guy's stranded at least, thank goodness. I'll play the instigators first. So I'm gonna swing with this guy. I could swing with both of them. He's forced to block with both. He's forced to block with both, so he'll still lose the sentinel regardless. Let's attack that way. Sack this token. So he has to decide if he wants to trade off with the ogre now. Opponent has to decide on this one. Yeah, this is okay. Little graphical glitch up here. My opponent has to decide what to do here. What he's actually doing now? He's planning his next attack. So he can swing at me for lethal. That's why I held two guys back. I could have used the sure strike then. So I need to take 6 damage. Though he's probably gonna just attack with these two. So this is me hoping I can draw into something. Another creature that has at least 4 power. Problem is, I don't think I have any more of those. So knowing what our opponent has, he might as well just play the Aven Wind Mage right then and there. Sets him up with the second blocker. Okay, he does what he can. Now he has to decide if he wants to attack at all. Okay, he's attacking. He's just gonna attack up top, I guess. He's gonna hold these guys back. That's the safer play. I approve. I just need a way to get back in the game. This is not it. Now I could swing with the Brawl Bash Ogre, but doesn't get me through here. I have to make him attack at least one more time. Just pass the turn. So I want to get one hit on this smug guy's face at least. Well, no offense, but okay, let's be honest. Teferi's a smug guy. Anyway, I need to get at least one hit through, preferably with this one. Tornhide Wolves are doing a good job. Graveyard Marshal will not cut it. It uses up both my black mana, and I only got one guy in the graveyard anyway. Probably should have sacked the Field Creeper at least, maybe. The fact our opponent hasn't played this one out yet probably means that this card is not gonna win him the game. It's not even gonna let him cast Remorseful Cleric. Then again, opponent seems to might be having disconnection problem. Oh no, he doesn't have it. He's just really thinking it out. Well, this is an interesting graphical glitch. He's playing Druid of the Cowl. Let's resolve that. So I'm in a position where if he attacks with the wolves, I have to block with them. Okay, so no blocks. So I need to have a fork. That's precisely what I did not need. So oh wait. Okay, let's do the math here. I attack, this guy swings, he has to double block with this. He blocks on that. Oh, wait. This might be enough. Here's the thing. He has to block this one. Oh, no. Not enough. That's worth a shot. And this only destroys artifacts. Yeah. That was not enough. That's the closest I could get. So, first foray did not go so well. Now, I might need to reevaluate this card. See how many cards we actually have that can trigger this thing. Already the blue might be better because I do have more cards that trigger that. So let's do an analysis on that one. So let's go back to our black red. Epicure of Blood's probably better. That will trigger it. Okay, so we actually have a lot of non-triggers. So okay, if I let's say I cut out the okay, so the black plan did not work out. No offense meant there. So let's try cutting those. It's interesting. Could have made it work. But okay, so now we cut that part of the plan. Let's go for the blue part. Okay, so let's run the suggestions again. Okay, so if I went with blue, I only get the frilled sea serpents as additional. Okay, let's go with green. Okay, this is interesting. But I get a decent number of triggers. I think I made a mistake ditching this one. Now remember, these guys are more expensive, so I probably should take the Gift of Paradise. I'll take the Draconic Disciple because that's also mana. So I got 2 pieces of mana ramp. I will take the Timber Gorge. So this might be a better plan. Runic Armasaur. Yeah, sure, it's a big butt, can't lie. Root Snare might buy some time. No, let's take the Rex Sage at least. And let's go take a look at our red again. Yeah, we now have to take the Onaki Ogre. So that's a better plan at least. And we have space for one more. Take one trump. Actually, now that we're on that plan, I can drop the Trumpet Blast for Titanic Growths. Do I want to take the Gaspark Twins? No, let's take the other Titanic Growth, but I am tempted to take this guy. It's a one-shot 7, and we do have some ramp. What would I drop in favor of it? Probably the Field Creeper? Let's see, we got 6 and 6. No, we need to drop a 3-drop. Okay, Manolith's a bit scary, but yeah, let's be honest. Let's drop the Manolith. I guess with Gift of Paradise it should be enough. So this deck is not Rakdos Sakamal anymore. It's so I'm actually thankful that this format allows me to make changes to the deck after the first one, quite immediately. So now that we got that plan rectified, let's see if this works out better. So I've been playing for a long time. The adage, reading the card explains the card, still gets me from time to time. So that said, we have turn 1, turn 2 plays. I'm willing to keep this one, but we need more mana on the go. I guess we could keep this as a sort of earlier play, I guess. So let's keep this for now. Okay, so getting some land. So at least another land we can play Bristling Boar. I'm happy with that at least. No, Sarkhan's Ceiling is just one card, but we did get a bunch of quality creatures. Actually, much better than the last one, so... Okay. If our opponent is gonna counter this, I'm fine with it. Field Creeper first. Okay, no counters here, so we should expect something big from our opponent at least. Pegasus Courser? It'll be annoying if it was Pegasus Courser. I probably should have played the Instigator, but... Shield Mirror. So our opponent's gonna gain a bunch of life off this. So let's play this guy first. Yeah, have your tons of life. And it's not a great trade for me, but one more mana Trash Master at least makes these more viable. If not, at least I can play another Instigator. Star Crown Stag, not so great. Okay, got another mana, so... Probably play the Trash Master first. So no attacks. The thing is, if he attacks, he better have a blocker afterwards. Well, then again, he does have a big life cushion, and it's quite reasonable that this guy's gonna eat a Luminous Bonds right about now. I would really like to get... Oh, Snapping Drake. Okay, not too bad. So no real attacking plan just yet. But I could start swinging now. I'm just waiting for Sarkhan's and... Oh, Esper. As you can see with Seal deck, you're more likely to play 3 colors. Games take longer over time, so there is no real punishment. Okay, at least those were the least painful ones. Okay, if he's willing to double block it, be my guest. Okay, he's not willing to double block it. But I am running off the top of my deck, so that might be a problem. So opponent definitely has to have a plan at this point. Regal Bloodlord at least end of each end step if you gain life. He doesn't have a way to gain life. So he can double block both, but he's refusing to double block. He doesn't want to lose the Star Crown Stag because that's... The moment he loses creatures, that's over for him. Okay, so he will get the Bat Token. Just waiting for him to attack. But it looks like the board's gonna be gummed up now. I could sack a token to kill the Field Creeper, but that's not so worth it yet. So the board is now officially gummed up. Okay, don't need that quite yet. Okay, I could attack with these two, but it shrinks all these guys because this guy will definitely die. I could just keep swinging with the Vigilant Baylot, especially now that these guys are flying. Okay, he's probably just gonna throw... If he just throws the token away, that's actually okay. So, end the turn there. Surprised our opponent hasn't started attacking up in the air with this guy yet. Gearsmith Guardian. I will throw a token to that. Okay. Target an artifact. Sacrifice this goblin. Yeah, that's worth it. Okay, I'll play one land. This would be a nice time to at least draw into Gaspar Twins. So far, opponent's been unwilling to block. Here's a question though. Okay, he's going with that block. I guess I'm okay with that. So now now it's a race situation. Sure, I'll be throwing some guys away to the Bloodlord, but let's see if we can get out of this. Okay. That was not painful at least. So let that resolve. So he's definitely gonna swing, but he's gonna take it carefully. I need to have something to hit back. Okay, that's something I can hit back with. Now... Okay, so we have now we have a real race. Though he has more cards, so that might be a problem. Yeah, there's a good... Well, I put the Motivator mostly because of Trash Master, but the extra synergy with my big creatures is not a bad thing to have. That said, yeah, we're gonna have a hard time racing this one unless we can get rid of... Okay, he's now going all in. Actually, there's a trick I missed there. He blocked. There's a trick I missed there. He blocked with the Field Creeper. I could have just sacked one of my other guys to get that, so I would still have my Baylot. Yeah, I'm sorry. Because of time zone differences, I could not hear you guys screaming at me. So that said, yeah, since these guys all fly, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's a moot point. I might as well just attack with all. Thankfully, he's blocking that one. Yeah, it's a moot point for me to hold back, considering I can't block any of his guys anyway. So it's now just a question of... There's no way I can get back at this one. Yeah, opponent had the better synergy. The blue was really just for the Psychic Symbiont and the Snapping Drake. I'm only thankful that he's still holding back. But I'm happy with the green-red configuration. Just not happy with how it's... Yeah, we definitely lost this game at this point. We have no defense against flyers. Might as well swing with this guy at least. Yeah. Yeah, that's just me conceding. Yeah, I made a critical mistake on that one. I really could have kept the Vigilant Baylot alive to be more annoying. So... Yeah. That's also another fundamental thing about limited. Especially when you're not drafting, you have to be even more aware of the different configurations of your cards. Now, this might be the very last game I get, I would like to at least win one. It's tough to say though. So this is not a keeper. No guarantee I'm gonna get red mana anytime soon, so I'm definitely gonna mull this one. This one is more of a keeper. At least we got something. We just need one more mana. It's not one more mana. Okay, watch me lose horribly because I decided to keep a one-lander after a mull. Not. Yeah, just non-creature, non-land. He takes the Gift of Paradise. No, I got the Dragonic Disciple. So at least that's the nice thing about Duress turn 1. Thankfully. Okay, so I'm not completely out of it yet. I will be if I don't draw green mana soon, but let's see what we can get out of this. Okay, so I didn't draw green mana, but I still have to play that out. Probably should just attack with all. Just to at least get that one hit in. Oh. Is this the same opponent? It might be. Okay, so I'm drawing mana. That's the good news. The bad news is I've got nothing to do with it. It was kind of expected, but I don't want to say I had no choice. Maybe there was a choice in that one. But now I'm about to lose really horribly. Okay, got a way to... I can still delay the game a bit. Yeah, losing the green mana hurt. I think my ratio is kind of even, so yeah, it was a bit cowardly, I think. So still not getting there. And watch as my deck ends ignobly. The first game was probably the closest, but even then I have to say that one was my own fault too, not reading the card properly. Second game, one play, that was also my own fault. This one, well, I guess I could still say it's my fault too. I could have mulled the gun down to 5. And yeah, I never got the mana. So, oh well. That was a big wash. I guess I probably will stick to regular drafts for quite a while. I might even debate whether I should show you the... You know what? I'll show you guys this one. At least this be an object lesson. That you can't expect everything to go your way. So that's it for this episode, the Magic Arena Run. Watch me crack some packs as I try with my ignoble 0-3 run. But a lot of things can be learned from this one, and if you guys learned something from that, more power to you guys. Okay. So if you liked what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And yep, not much in value, but I can't complain too much. Yeah, also do check out my other stuff. One card I never got to play. Yeah, check out my other stuff. Maybe you might find something else that's interesting. Got Got a bunch of interesting stuff over Black Friday, but mostly for the Adventure Run series. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again next time.